College football bowl season for Friday, and away we go. The Bahamas Bowl, Toledo and Middle Tennessee State. I'm Donnie RightSide. He is Kyle Purviance, along with Chris Giannini, ready to rock and roll through bowl season all the way through. Let's get started with the previews here with Toledo and Middle Tennessee State. If we're taking a look at the live numbers right now, this bowl opened up at the FanDuel Sportsbook at 53 as a total, now sits at 51. Also a heavy favorite here to the MAC squad, the Toledo Rockets, over Middle Tennessee State. We'll start here with you, Chris, in this game. Now, when we talk about the Bahamas Bowl, this matches up here because usually it's early in the bowl season. As we said, this is going to get started at Friday at 12 p.m. I took one of my worst losses of all time in the Bahamas Bowl, so jumping back in should be very easy. Starting with a preview of this game, what are we looking at here, Chris, between these two squads?
Well, I mean, MTSU, they're a Conference USA team. Conference USA is not very good. So you've got a lower caliber school playing a MAC team. MAC team is much tougher. Of course, this year's MAC team was completely drunk and as wild as could be. On the surface, I like Toledo if this was a regular game that actually mattered. But the problem we're going to get, and we're going to have this conversation when we talk about every bowl, it's the want to. These are exhibition games, and you just took a bunch of kids from the Midwest where it's really cold and, Middle Tennessee where it's pretty cold and bad weather, and you just dropped them off in the Bahamas for a week. And then we got to see who's hungover, who looks like they want to be there, and who actually cares about this game. I love when I have no feel for a game, I'm just taking the dogs because dogs win in bowl season, because it's usually the team that feels like they're being disrespected that actually wants to try, and the other team just is glad to be there. They're enjoying it. They're taking the free swag, and they're going to spend a week on the Bahamas.
There you go, Kyle. Take a look at this at Thomas Robinson Stadium. 78 degrees at kickoff here. Wild stuff, as most of us here in the Northeast, particularly myself, are freezing cold here. Windy conditions around 12 miles an hour. But the best part about this game, Kyle, might not be the game itself, but it's Friday at noon to give you something to bet on. If we take a look at the two teams here, Toledo 7-5 coming in, Middle Tennessee State 6-6. The early bowl games are kind of interesting to me, Kyle. And the reason being is we're getting two teams that probably are happy to be in a bowl game. This isn't one of the big five, the Power Five squads are saying like, hey, I'm going to lose 6 of my guys to the pros. The other 13 guys are checked out. My coach is left. This seems to be like you're going to get an honest effort, but I think you're looking at what Chris is saying, a double-digit dog in a bowl game. Motivation shouldn't be a factor in this one, and maybe it is as simple as taking the points early on.
Yeah, I mean, it's dog or pass for me. Now, my mind's blown. I did not know they played the Bahamas Bowl in the Bahamas. I just thought it was some stupid name that they played in, Boca Raton or something like that. So that's pretty hilarious to me. I didn't even know they had NFL stadiums in the Bahamas. So that's pretty damn funny to me. But it's a dog or pass situation, and you're right. And you mentioned it's noon on Friday. I would not be putting a bet in until 11:45. You're seeing COVID protocols destroy every sport right now. We just can't let this go. We have to be scared about something. So we're going to continue to be scared about COVID and continue to have players sitting out. So we just don't know what the situation is going to be, especially on an island that's not in the country. So I would wait till the very last minute here. But for me, it's a dog or pass situation. This is Middle Tennessee State Super Bowl, right? How many big games, nationally televised games, does this school get? Not very many. Big game for them. I agree with Chris and with Donnie here. I think it's a dog or pass. And I just got to say one thing, Donnie. If one of your biggest losses of all time is the Bahamas Bowl, you're a damn degenerate and you need to knock it off.
It was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. I was working and watching the TV, and it was a massive – it was like a 41-14 game in the fourth quarter. I had, I think, a 3.5-point line, and it ended up down to a 2-point conversion, which I lost, which was amazing. Ruined my Christmas Eve, but that's how I remember the Bahamas Bowl here.